If you're living in California and wondering whether Arizona would actually change your finances, this video might save you from making a very expensive mistake. Some things are dramatically cheaper and some things are closer than you'd expect. And a few things catch families completely off guard after they've moved here. Most people don't move because Arizona is cheap. They move because California has become unlivable for their budget. Today, I'm going to walk you through the real numbers you need to understand when comparing California and Arizona. These are not just opinions, they're not hype. This is what families are actually paying. If we haven't met before, I'm Alejandra with Moving to Arizona, a local realtor. My family moved here from California 10 years ago, and now I help families relocate here. Everything I'm sharing is from real conversations with people who've already made the move. Let's start with housing because this is where the biggest gap still exists. The median home prices are well over $700,000 in many of the markets, or even much higher. In Arizona, prices are lower overall. In Phoenix, the median home price is around $400,000. In areas like Santan Valley and Surprise are going to be lower, and Scottsdale is going to be much higher. That price difference alone changes everything for families. Lower purchase price usually means lower monthly payments, even with today's higher interest rates. But here's something people don't always realize. Housing costs don't just end with the mortgage. This is where taxes come into play, and it's a big one. Property taxes in Arizona are generally lower than California, especially compared to newer California developments that have layered assessments and additional fees. On top of that, Arizona has a flat state income tax, which makes budgeting much more predictable. When we moved from California, my husband joked that it felt like he got a raise because suddenly a lot less of his paycheck was going to the state income taxes. For many families, this is one of the first places they feel financial relief after moving here. Now let's talk utilities. This is where the comparison surprises people. In California, energy costs tend to be high year-round and rates continue to climb. In Arizona, electric bills are very seasonal. Our winter bills are usually low, but summer bills increase because of air conditioning. Many families see power bills in the $250 to $400 or even higher, depending on the size and efficiency of their home. The difference is in Arizona, you expect it and you plan for it. In California, energy costs often feel like they're high all the time. Next up is gas and transportation. California gas prices remain some of the highest in the country. Currently, it's around $4.27 per gallon, while Arizona gas prices are typically lower, around $3 per gallon. This matters because Arizona is very spread out and most people rely on their cars more than they might in California. Groceries are another area that people ask about a lot. Arizona grocery costs are lower than California, but not dramatically. This is one of those areas where people expect a huge drop and instead see modest savings. The real financial shift usually comes from housing and taxes, not groceries. A lot of people think moving to Arizona automatically means life will be cheaper across the board. That's just not true anymore. Life in Arizona is more manageable if you choose the right area, the right home, and the right lifestyle. Here's the truth. Most people don't expect the families who struggle after moving aren't the ones who can't afford Arizona. They're the ones who chose the wrong area, which brings me to childcare and family expenses. Childcare, sports, and extracurriculars in Arizona are often more affordable than California, but availability matters. In fast-growing areas, there can be wait lists and the costs are going to vary by neighborhood. This is why choosing the right community is just as important as choosing the right house. Healthcare costs are another mixed bag. Arizona healthcare is generally less expensive than California, but access and quality depend heavily on location. Metro areas offer excellent care, while rural areas require longer drives to get to a good doctor. Here's something families don't always plan for: lifestyle inflation. In Arizona, it's easier to say yes to things like pool maintenance, kids' sports, weekend trips, eating out. All those costs add up. The difference is that many families still feel more comfortable affording them here than they did in California. So what's the real takeaway when comparing California to Arizona? Arizona is not cheap, but it's more forgiving. Housing is more attainable. Taxes are simpler. Monthly expenses are more predictable. And for many families, that creates something they didn't have before: control over their budget, control over their time, and control over their quality of life. Families who thrive after moving here plan for the reality of their life versus the hype. If you're considering a move from California to Arizona and you want help understanding what your real monthly costs would look like, not just home price, but utilities, taxes, lifestyle, my team and I would love to help you figure all that out. You can reach us directly at 480-382-0519 or book a call with me at zoomtoarizona.com. And make sure to stay tuned. This is part of my California to Arizona series. And in the next video, I'm going to break down exactly where Californians are moving to in Arizona and why some of these areas are exploding and why some aren't. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.